Hi Pre-K, are you ready to do a science experiment with me? So, last week you talked a little bit with Mackenzie about density. Do you remember what density is? It is how much stuff is packed into a certain volume. So let's say you have the same amount of Play-Doh as water. It'll be easier to stick your finger through the water than it is to stick your finger through the Play-Doh, right? That's because Play-Doh is more dense than water. So we are going to do a little density experiment. So the first thing that I have is a clear jar that you can see in. And if you notice, there's already something in my clear jar. That is honey. Put this here. Put this down so you guys can see it a little better. That is honey. And I'm going to add a little bit more. Make our line a little thicker. And the next thing I'm going to add is some dish soap. What do you think is going to happen when I add the dish soap to the honey? Is it going to mix together? Dish soap and honey all mix together? Or is something else going to happen? Let's find out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to very carefully pour this dish soap in to the honey, on top of the honey. You're going to see what happens. Pre-K, do you see what's happening? Are they mixing together? Or is something else happening? What is happening? Did the honey and dish soap mix together? No, they didn't. There was a very clear line of honey and then the dish soap. Whoa. Right? Let me even add a little more because we don't have. So as you can see, as I'm putting it in, it's not mixing in with the honey. Otherwise, there wouldn't be a line. Oh, I spilled. Okay, Pre-K. Next, I'm going to add some water. Since water's clear, I made our water red so that we can see it really clearly. What do you think is going to happen when I add the water to our honey and dish soap? Is it going to mix together? Or is it going to stay separated like our dish soap did? Let's find out. So I need to really carefully, actually I might use the spoon to help me, pour the water into our container. There it goes. So Pre-K, can you tell what's happening? Is it mixing? Let's see if I can pour it a little faster. I spilled a little bit. So Pre-K, did our water mix with our dish soap? Let's see. I'm going to hold it up. Can you see? No, there's a clear line of dish soap and then the water. Whoa. But Pre-K, we're not done yet. Next, I'm going to add some vegetable oil. Now, what are your predictions? Is the vegetable oil going to mix with the water or is it going to stay separate? let's find out. Here we go. I'm going to very carefully and slowly pour vegetable oil into the water. See if we can tell what is happening. Pre-K, what happened? Did it mix? Nope, it didn't mix. We have a clear line of honey on the bottom in gold, a clear line of soap in blue, a clear line of red water, and a clear line of yellowy vegetable oil. So, Pre-K, any predictions about why this happened? I'll give you a hint. It has to do with density. I put all of these items in the jar in order of density. So, honey is the most dense. Then the next dense is dishwashing soap. Then the next dense is water. So water is less dense than dishwashing soap and honey. And then on top, vegetable oil is less dense than water, dishwashing soap, and honey. So it floats on top. That is why we have all of these layers. They don't mix together because they are different densities. Okay, so Pre-K, I have given you a list of things that could work as layer 1, layer 2, and layer 3. You can try with a grown-up, carefully putting them in a container and seeing if you can make your own density experiment if you want. And you don't just have to use those 3 layers. You could try other stuff and see if it works, see if it's dense. You could try conditioner too, shampoo. There's a lot of stuff on that list. You could mix and match from the 3 layers to see what happens, okay? Have fun. And if you try this experiment, show us on Flipgrid.